Greetings, YouTube. Although the word greetings normally implies something positive, and this video is a pretty critical video about a huge problem that is costing quite a few of you, at least the ones that have messaged me in the Line app mostly, a lot of units and a lot of patience and frustration, and dare I say, even some rage quitting. You see, I was very lucky a number of times when I fought the uncollected Darkhawk, because I am someone that immediately not only was able to bait the Special 2, which several of you have told me that you cannot for the life of you, no matter how hard you try, get the Darkhawk to use his Special 2 at the beginning of the fight, and of course all attacks are unblockable. So there's three issues here. That's the first one, but that one is pretty much impossible for Kabam to have to fix, because they can say, well, it's working enough to where maybe it's just you, and even though people who are great fighters get really upset because they can't do it, Kabam's not going to fix it. They don't have to do anything about it because it is able to work for most users, or at least some users, so they're not going to have to worry about fixing it. Now, the second issue, especially at the beginning of the fight, which causes a great deal of deaths as well, is the lag issue. Trust me when I say, even though I have not made a formal video about this yet, that there is some seriously terrible lag going on in this game at the moment. I don't think it's quite as bad as it was in this summer, at the same time that we were having the overheating issues, especially with iPhones and iPads. But regardless, one of my crystal openings lately, I think everybody who watched it saw it, like the lag on the crystals was so bad that it took forever to even figure out who I was landing on. And so the lag across the board, for me, it's been more crystals than gameplay, but some people have sent me videos of the lag in terms of gameplay, and it is significant, especially when you are up against a really tough boss anyways, even if lag was not present and it was just a normal fight. But the biggest issue, and the reason why I'm making this video, has to do with a huge bug right now in the game that is causing some users to not be able to dash back at the beginning of the uncollected Darkhawk fight. Now, I've been messaging several people behind the scenes on the Line app to ask them, because this did not happen to me when I fought Darkhawk, what does this look like? And so a guy by the name of DunkBroda32 messaged me today with several specifics, including video evidence of what he has seen in his fights against the uncollected Darkhawk. And this guy seems like a very solid player, and he wanted to note before I play the video, I have attempted 3 separate times on uncollected. Each time I have gotten to him, meaning the Darkhawk final boss battle, I have had 3 or 4 champs at full health. So of the 10 times I fought him, I've been able to dash back only twice. So if you're wondering what this problem looks like, and sir, you are not the only person to tell me this is happening to you, this is just the first time that someone sent me direct video evidence of this. When I hit play, watch what happens. He's going to try to swipe back on his screen, and he's instantly going to be clipped with the unblockable combo and go down. So again, if we see this fight at the beginning, we are going to see Medusa instantly get wrecked, no chance, dead. So it is extremely unsettling to know that you can spend the time and the energy and the skills and the resources to get all the way to uncollected Darkhawk, and then for whatever reason not be able to dash back and have no chance to even get off a hit, and you're instantly KO'd. What frustrates me as a content creator is that, several times, including this month, I get messaged from people asking me, hey, Prof, this great thing happened to me. What should I do? And I always say, keep it to yourself. If Kabam finds out that there is anything that is an advantage to the player, such as maybe back in the day, a revive instantly refreshing on the same path of one of the previous, chapters of Act 4 or Act 5, or of course, what we saw last month, which was the champion actually causing danger sense for Blade and being a lot easier to defeat for those that had the Blade, and especially the Blade plus the Ghost Rider synergy. You saw Kabam do an announced emergency maintenance, where they patched up anything that was perceived as an advantage toward the player and a disadvantage toward them because, of course, they're a for-profit company that wants to make money. Now, I'm not saying that's a fault to them. If I worked for Kabam, I'd want to make money too. But what frustrates the community and what frustrates me is that this problem has been ongoing. I ask every single person that messages me something about this issue to submit a help request ticket, to send these videos, to send these screenshots, and they have sworn to me that they have done that this month. And yet there is no word officially from Kabam, at least at the time of the recording of this video, that states that they are going to fix it because, of course, this is an advantage for them because the more a player gets knocked out due to a bug, the more revives they're going to have to use. Only in this case, with this guy, he said he's used several revives and he still can't dash back. So you're just making the players throw their hands up and, like I said, rage quit or just quit the game altogether. Really, it's not an advantage to Kabam in theory to have this happening because you don't want to anger a player base that is obviously frustrated for very good reasons. So if you're watching this and if you experienced one of several bugs in the Darkhawk uncollected or the Master fight, because I've seen the same thing happen on Master. I haven't been told that this happens in Heroic, not to say that it hasn't happened. I just haven't seen it personally and haven't seen any evidence of it personally. You need to be submitting help tickets because Kabam always promises the player base that they need evidence, and once the evidence is collected, they will fix it. Well, right now we have several bits of evidence, including the fight in front of you, and there is no announcement as far as when this can be fixed. So my advice to those of you that keep getting wrecked in these uncollected fights where you can't dash back is to just wait and to beat all other difficulties, especially the easier difficulties, and then hopefully Kabam will give us an official announcement in the coming days, at the worst in the week to come, that helps put a fix to this issue, because what you don't want to do is waste energy and potions and revives and, of course, units on fights that you're just going to unfairly get wrecked every single time. So, to conclude, it is not just you if you are having these issues. It is happening to a lot of people behind the scenes because I'm hearing from quite a few people who do not strike me as people who would just make this up, who have visual evidence, and who just want a fair chance to be able to collect the uncollected monthly rewards from the event. Of course, why wouldn't you want to? So, yeah, continue to send me things that you see in the game so I can make it public, and otherwise continue to submit help tickets with screenshots and video evidence and just keep pressuring Kabam to have to do something about it, because it is historical precedent that if something is pro-player, they'll fix it right away. But if it's against the player, they like to take their sweet time from time to time, and we don't want this to be one of those cases because too many of you are getting wrecked for no good reason, and you deserve an equal chance to win a fair fight and get the rewards that you have so hardly fought for. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Submit those help request tickets, and let's hopefully get this bug fixed.